chat, what is up? What up, what up, what up, what up? Take it off, dude. My hair is so bad right now. My hair is so bad right now. I didn't get a new cut. I just have the same cut. I need a cut. That's the issue with short hairs. You have to cut that shit constantly, man. Streamer University, you should be there. Dude, okay. I was watching and he seemed a little bit anxious, Kai, because the production was failing. And I know that. I know the feeling of you put in a lot of work to do an event and production is not working and you want to fucking end it all. They were great. By the way, no shade to production. It's just that's the issue of doing live events. That's how it be. Even Netflix with all the budget in the world doing Tom Brady's roasts had production issues. It's just an inevitability. It's just how it is when you do live event, especially the first time you ever do the live event. So I can tell he's a bit nervous. So I gifted some subs. Okay, I gifted like 20 subs. Kai doesn't need the money. It was more so like I was trying to be it was a supportive thing. I was like a supportive, like, hey, I'm here, I'm watching. Keep doing your thing. Somebody came in my chat after and said only 20. One of his viewers came into my chat and said only 20. They're not kind of spitting. That 20 is a good amount of money. That's $100. What does this country become? What does this damn country become, bro? 500,000 viewers is crazy. 500,000 viewers is crazy. You know what's fun, though? Contextualize it, right? It's crazy. He's revolutionizing the game. You know how everyone calls hockey a dead sport? Every hockey game that gets that many viewers. Isn't that crazy? There's levels to this. No one calls hockey a dead sport. Not a dead sport. That's not right. But they do call it it has the least motion of all major sports. In the football, basketball, baseball, hockey, and the American Big Four, it's the lowest. It's number 4. It's not an argument. It's a fact. Who gives a fuck about American sports? A good amount of people, actually. In fact, so many people care about American sports that a random Japanese kid who grew up in like the rural parts of the North decided to start playing baseball and then became probably the greatest player in the world and maybe will die the greatest player of all time. His name's Shohei Ohtani. Why do you keep switching setups? We got our new setup. Okay, we're back, baby. We're back. We are back, man. Please, I need extra credit. Follow my Instagram. What happened to our American education system that could ever count for extra credit? What are we even doing here? The fuck do you mean follow my Instagram? Read a book. You love Expedition 33? I think you're right about that. Anyway, chat, we got a long stream in store today. We have about an 8-hour stream coming at you. We have the AT&T Annihilator Cup final week of Team Ludwig. Gonna be sad, to be honest, when it's over. I know it's a sponsored event, but it's been pretty fun gaming with Tyler, Agent, Squeaks, Emmy. It's a good group of 5, okay? Maybe you can say that I'm bad at drafting. Maybe you can say my team is dog shit, but you can't say they're not a fun squad to watch. You just can't say that. But this will be the last day you get to watch us. Actually, I was thinking after this tournament, it'd be kind of fun if we set up some sort of challenge with this squad. You know, like win a Fortnite game, win a Warzone game. You know what I'm saying? Like do a little, like a squad gamer gauntlet, if you will. I wouldn't necessarily want it the same difficulty as the God Gamer Gauntlet. I think that's extensive. I'm not talking like Lovers vs. the World level. That was too much. I was thinking something more muted. Emmy would ditch? Yeah, it might need to be us 4. Emmy's a little too cool for us. It's all right. What's happening with Kai? Kai right now is doing, I would argue, one of the more innovative events we've seen in a while. You know, a lot of events are rip-offs. They've already been done. You know, a lot of people biting my shit with subathons. But this is actually a cool one. It's a new one. It is Streamer University. Now, I'll be candid. I have no idea how the fuck it works. Genuinely no idea. Because I feel like I didn't hear anything about it. And then all of a sudden I heard everything about it in like about 24 hours. And I thought it was a me thing. But then I talked to King Samalot, who is one of the people who got admitted into Streamer University. He's a participant. He's a student, I guess is what you call him. And he didn't know what was going on. And I was like, okay, you're in the thing, you don't know what's going on. All right, it's not a me thing. Nice PTZ. They got a couple of PTZs set up. Basically, as I understand it, Kai has, rented out a college university or a campus. I don't know if it's college, community, high school, whatever. He has a school. He's the dean of this school. The school is called Streamer University. It's the University of Akron, okay, in Ohio. And he has accepted 100 students, okay? You can imagine many thousands of people submitted because it's a pretty good formula to being a successful streamer is you get into Kai's University and a lot more people see you. It shows you off. Anyway, he accepted 100 students. He also accepted I think a dozen or 2 dozen teachers, right? So there's like 12 to 20 teachers who are meant to run classes to teach the students. Now, as far as I understand it, these professors are not actually teaching anything. None of this is about learning how to be a streamer. I would argue none of it is. I don't think, because if you were actually to make a school for streamers, you probably would teach OBS 101. How to learn technically how to operate OBS. Yeah, you would learn React 102, IRL streaming 202, maybe a video games elective. You would want to do a tax school for sure, but it'd be kind of boring. So I think what actually is happening is they have a bunch of classes that are made for content. I think there's a Sex Ed 101 run by an OnlyFans creator. Extra Emily's teaching a class. It might be on driving a car. Not exactly the person I would shoot for. The sex ed teacher is 65 years old. Even better. She could be on OnlyFans. Don't take that away from her. Extra Emily's teaching science. She's teaching science? Is she good at science? The fuck she know about science? She has a bio degree? No, she doesn't. You're thinking of Foosley. Racist. You're racist. Uh-oh, you're racist. Huh, gotcha. Got you slipping there, buddy. That's sexist and racist. I'll give you 1 and 2. I'll hit you with both of these right here. Anyway, that's the plan. That's what this is. And I think what he's doing really correct about this is he said what success is to him is if somebody leaves Streamer University a larger streamer, which is probably true, right? Like if somebody exits after going through basically what is a week of just streaming with random people, meeting new people, collaborating, whatever, and then they go from 1,000 average viewers to 10,000 average viewers for a longer period of time. I'm talking like 3 months down the road. It's a massive success. It's inarguably a massive success. If the only person who gets viewerships throughout the entire thing is Kai, it would be a failure. That would be bad. If basically it all funnels to Kai and nobody else is getting viewers, that'd be bad. I don't think that'll be the case. I think it'll work. I think the people who are really, honestly, it's going to be a personality off. And to be honest, I don't envy people who are there. It's a great opportunity, but the amount of pressure you would feel having to perform with 99 other people also vying to perform for the attention of Kai's viewer base, to put yourself out there in a way, but also not put yourself out in an annoying way and be funny, but not be intrusive. There's so many. Yeah, it is going to come down to who gets the greatest clips. I don't envy becoming a streamer nowadays. I do not envy it. It is something else. It's a lot of effort, bro. Couldn't be me. Clip Farmer University? Kind of. That's not how I would teach my university. If I did a university, it would be like a 5 people offline ashwagandha retreat. We would run a half marathon in Death Valley. My teacher would be Northern Lion just because I want to hang out with him. We do an online course with Germa. Call it a day. That'd be it. That'd be the whole thing. I hate the new age streamers. I think that's dumb as a take. I actually love the new age streamers. I think people romanticize how streaming used to be. But like streaming 10 years ago was inarguably lamer. I watched it all the time. I loved it. It was just inarguably lamer, right? It was just somebody in their room, and the craziest a clip would be is like TTS saying the N-word. That was the clip farms back in the day. It was really degenerate, bro. It was really degenerate back in the day. But I think now it's just it's bigger, it's cooler, it's younger, it's hipper. I don't think it's loud equals funny. People were loud back in the day too. It's not like they were fucking quiet. It's less genuine nowadays. That's true. That is inarguably true. It is less genuine. There is a playbook. People are trying to master the playbook. That's true. I agree with you on that. But I think viewers over the age of 16 understand that. And so I think long-term, inauthentic people who are maybe high energy but don't have substance behind it don't succeed. It's like it doesn't matter. And if you watch like these people who you're saying, like some of you guys might write off a lot of these newer streamers. I think you're maybe just not totally giving credit to how good the streamer actually is. Because I don't know who you guys are personally talking about or somebody, but Like if you're saying phase is a good example. If you're saying like phase is just loud equals funny, new age streamers ruining the streaming site. It's like, bro, you haven't sat down to watch an Adapt stream for 90 minutes. Because if you did, you wouldn't be saying this. You would probably be an Adapt fan. He's a funny man. Now, are there some phase streams that you have to turn off because they keep trying to riz women and they're going on dates with people who are, you know, just not interested in actually dating? And it's all this, you know, sort of false interaction of trying to create content where they both stand to gain because of the attention it provides? Yeah, that shit sucks. That shit sucks. That shit sucks bad. Not a fan. But, you know, I get why people watch it. You know what's kind of sick? I used to do dating content one time, and those dating streams turned into my girlfriend of 5 years. That's the only time I did it, okay? And I would argue it was very authentic because the result is that we dated for years. I've never done a dating stream where I don't end up dating the person for years. You know? That's the whole point to me of a dating stream, is to date the person. These youngins, they do dating streams to not date the person. What's up with that? Are you and Tyler breaking up? Here's the thing. This might be the last time that I ever game with Tyler. Unless, you know, something comes up in 6 months, a year, whatever. Every time I talk about hanging out with that man, he says no. Not only does he say, sorry, I'm actually being nicer to myself. He doesn't say no. He says, I put it in my contract that I don't have to play with you because I never want to play with you ever again. That's what he says. That's what he says. So this might be it, man. This might be it. This could be the last collab that we ever have. He doesn't do a lot of collabs. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Isn't Tyler just doing a bit? I think if for a moment, if I'm being serious, I think Tyler maybe is heightening his distaste, but I think he actually just doesn't like streamers. I don't think there's any, hold up. I just dropped frames. I just effed for a bit. I'm back. Well, that was scary. Saved. No, I'm effing again. Oh no. Okay. I think we're good. Is this in Streamer University? I need a course for this. I need help with this. Millionaire bitrate, by the way. Bro, I don't fucking control the internet companies. As I was saying, I do think Tyler genuinely doesn't like streamers or has no interest in pursuing a like deeper relationship with a streamer rather than occasional collab. And I don't think he's wrong to feel that way. I think he legitimately doesn't want to become friends with streamers. And I think that's a intentional decision by him. And I don't think he's going to break it for me. You know, I don't think he's trying to collab on the weekly. So this might be it, man. That's how it is. You're at the top of that list. Yeah, the only kid he's trying to befriend is the 10-year-old. So I actually think this might be it, man. I don't think me and Tyler are not going to be best friends. I'm not going to be the godfather of his next child. I'm not going to be in his wedding pyramid. He's not going to be in my wedding pyramid. But maybe I can coerce him to play some Fortnite with me. I think I can do that.